My cards didn't arrive, chat. Estimated delivery date Thursday. They're in fucking Secaucus, New Jersey. Not Secaucus, by the way. If you say Secaucus, you're not a real New Jerseyan or New Yorker, so let's stop that right now. My Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering booster box, which I'm not kidding, I ordered one because I'm insane. And I was going to open it on the stream tonight. And then little by little, I see, oh, this isn't arriving, is it? So I'm sorry to those that were expecting card opening. The good news is this. Next week, probably Tuesday, I'll do the card opening. I'm going to guess Tuesday, and I may have a special pack of cards to open. So, I mean, it sucks that it's not happening tonight, but I believe I will have one of those special packs. Not the Saddam packs, but, what are the packs called? The collector's pack? The ones that are, like, stupidly expensive? Yeah, so a collector booster. I have one. Chat member sent me one. So at least that's exciting. Appreciate it, chat member. You know who you are. I don't even know who you are. Does anyone know who they are? But really, it's really cool. And it's pretty fucking expensive, but it should be cool. I just was really excited to open these cards, but yeah, we'll have to wait. I'm also going to be at Too Many Games, and, you know, I'm hoping maybe if they have anything there, I'll pick up some interesting card packs. I also know that there's like, there's some special set coming out tomorrow. And I really strongly doubt I'll be able to get one at retail price, but it also comes with a collector booster. So, yeah, the secret layer thing. I don't know. I mean, listen, whatever the case is, next week will be a very good opening. I'm going to get Vivi. I'm going to get the gold chocobo. It's going to be amazing. The reason I'm streaming Death Stranding 2 is, someone said I was promised card sauce. Did you miss the... Oh, you've been here the whole time. The reason I'm streaming Death Stranding 2 is because fuck it, why not? Okay. I don't know if the chat member wants me to reveal who they are, or like, you know, specifically say, so I'm not going to. But a chat member that worked on the motion capture of Death Stranding 2 sent me a code. Thank you, motion capture chat member. It's really fucking cool of you. I looked at it for a minute, I laughed, and then when my cards weren't arriving, I said, yeah, okay, why not? Fuck it. I will have no idea what's happening. I'm actually going to give it a fair chance, chat. And I'm not going to be snarky. I'm not going to be sarcastic. I'm going to... Even though right now on my PlayStation is Norman Reedus, like, nuzzling a baby. Whatever. Okay. I'm going to do my best to take the game seriously and just see what it's about in the first hour and a half to 2 hours. Of course I'm not going to get, you know, into the game in 2 hours, because it's a game that probably takes 35 hours to get into. But I'll give it a shot. I mean, it's something to play. I'm going to play Smash Remix when I get back from TMG. And it's just the perfect storm of me streaming Death Stranding 2, so why not? Now, before we begin, there's one more thing. Why did you hate the original so much? Oh, I didn't hate it. But there was something about it that was, didn't click with me. I didn't give it a fair chance. V-Dub liked it, so that should tell you more. And I only got like maybe 6-7 hours in, and it just didn't click. And also, one of the things I like about Kojima is a lot of his games start in a way that's kind of, you know, it brings you into the batshit crazy slowly, especially Metal Gear 1 and 3. They bring you slowly into the crazy. Death Stranding starts crazy and goes crazier. And people were like eating bugs, and there was something about it that just repulsed me. Maybe it was the bug eating. I admit that I didn't give it a fair chance, so I'm going to play Death Stranding 2, and I'm going to give it a fair shake. As much of a fair shake as I can, playing a sequel. Some people will be like, Vinny, you got to play the first one. You know what? We're having fun. We're joking, we're jesting, and we're playing a game. I also wanted to talk about this real quick. The Mario Kart World patch. This is something that really is very dumb. Where Nintendo patched the game and took away options from people. So people were doing on the online matches random, because with random you would get 3-lap tracks, the original classic tracks. The tracks in Mario Kart World that are designed for the 3 laps are really good. However, the interstitial tracks, the ones in between courses, are less good. And they took away that option so that you could just get random levels, and now you basically have to do those long stretches of just mediocre tracks. It is the dumbest fucking decision. Yeah, people were having too much fun. You know, Nintendo, more options, not less. Let people play the game the way they want to. Like, it's actually, to me, it's kind of absurd that they would even do that. I think that's just, like, actually mean. I think that's mean. You have a game that cost a ton of money. You have a lot of people that bought the game and the Switch. And the joy of being able to select a random track and get a full classic Mario Kart track is now taken away from you. Why? It's really not even defendable. And you know I love Nintendo shit, and I do defend them on certain decisions, but this is like, how do you even... What positive is there? There's no positive. And it's not just that the tracks themselves are long passage, like straight passages through one city to the next or one track to the next. It's, and I, you know, maybe I'm not the best or most qualified person to talk about this. They're really easy to exploit long-ass shortcuts, and the what's the word I'm looking for, chat? It's where you hang back for a long time, then you get the super mushroom, and then you go really, really, really far, really quickly. Bagging. Thank you. So that's the thing is, and I watched a little video on that. A lot of those courses are really, really easy to do that. And also, they're just not as fun or exciting. They're just kind of like decent once in a while and cool for immersion purpose in the world. Which I was going to stream Mario Kart World today. I was considering it. And then that patch dropped, and I kind of, that was a little, it took the wind out of my sail a little bit. And I was like, you know what? No, I'll do I will do Death Stranding 2. So, what I hope is, I hope Nintendo can get their heads out of their assholes and say, hey, we took an option away, and what we should be doing is adding more options. And if people want to play the game a certain way, they should be able to do that. So I hope they're getting feedback. I hope they're seeing the backlash against this. I know they're this big monolithic company, and NOJ is the big dog here. But they have to be somewhat reachable. Like, there has to be some way to say, no, that's insane. One of the reasons I do like a lot of indie developers is they... Sometimes, for better or for worse, they listen to their fans, and they can't help but notice it. You have a smaller audience, it's really important that you kind of pay attention, and if your game gets a patch that fucks it up, you have to kind of listen and try to learn from it a little bit. But Nintendo feels like this insurmountable, like, faceless entity. More so that, you know, a lot of the people that you know, were famous at Nintendo over the past 15 years are kind of like not there anymore. So yeah, it sucks. I don't know. Really need to figure that out because again, that's gonna kill a lot of people's fun, and I hope they do something about it. Well, anyway, Kojima reworked Death Stranding 2 because playtesters were having too much fun, apparently. That's one of those things that I don't think is the thing. I think there was some mistranslation there, if I'm not mistaken. And without context, that sounds worse than it actually is. And you know me, I'm not really a Death Stranding 1 guy, so whatever happened, I just that quote is definitely not good out of context is what I think, but I don't know for sure. So he wants it to invoke feelings instead of just being mainstream good slop. Yeah. Yeah, what does that mean? I don't know what that means exactly. All the maps are in Mario Kart. Intermissions are 75% chance and 25% chance are all maps. That's you know, fair enough. That should still be an option. If that's true, that's dumb because then you should be able to set the percentage in your lobby. You could say 100%, 0%, 50%, in my opinion. The reason I'm doing RimWorld first, by the way, is because Death Stranding 2 is the size of a small country and it's still downloading. It's been downloading for like 45 minutes, so it's going to be a while.